You ever catch yourself thinking that life used to be better before? Like, not just different, but better. You think about moments from years ago, and suddenly they feel warmer, more alive, almost like they meant more than what you're living now. It's not that your life is awful today, it's just that something about the past feels softer, safer, happier. And the weird part is, maybe those times weren't even all that great when you were actually living them. That's what romanticizing the past does. It blurs the lines between memory and emotion. And a lot of people don't realize this, but we don't actually remember the past the way it was. We remember the way we felt in that moment. Or worse, the way we wanted to feel. The human brain has a funny way of editing the truth, especially when the present feels uncertain. Psychologically, this is rooted in something called rosy retrospection. It's a cognitive bias that makes us view past events as more positive than they actually were, especially when compared to our current situation. It's not your fault. Your brain is wired to look back and see highlights, not the full picture. It remembers the feeling of freedom during school breaks, but not the anxiety before exams. It remembers the thrill of young love, but not the confusion or the heartbreak that followed. It stores the glow, not the grind. We romanticize the past, not because it was perfect, but because we survived it, because we've already made it through. That version of you, who lived the time, got to the other side. You already know how that story ends. But now in the present, you're still writing the next chapter. You're still in the middle of the uncertainty, the mistakes, the pressure. So, of course, the past feels more appealing. Of course, the past feels easier. It's already over. But here's something people don't talk about enough. The way you romanticize the past now is exactly how you'll one day romanticize today. There will be a time in the future where you'll look back at the exact life you're living right now and feel nostalgia for it. Maybe it'll be the version of you who had less figured out, but more freedom. Or the version of you who was struggling, but also dreaming. Maybe you'll miss the simplicity of just trying to get through the day. That's not meant to make you feel sad. That's meant to wake you up. You're in the middle of what your future self might one day call the good old days. Not because everything's perfect, but because you're alive in them. Because you're growing. Because you're trying. Sometimes we romanticize the past because it gives us a sense of identity. A time where we felt more like ourselves. But what if you haven't lost who you were? What if you've just outgrown what used to fit you? That doesn't mean you're broken now. It means you've changed. And change is supposed to feel a little uncomfortable. It means you're becoming someone new. So if you find yourself stuck in your memories, missing people, places, or versions of yourself that no longer exist, remind yourself that the only reason those memories feel golden is because you gave them meaning. You made them matter. And that means you can do it again. Right now. You don't need to go back in time to feel something real again. You just need to start paying attention to what's happening now. The small moments, the little rituals, the people who care, the ones who stayed, the conversations that make you pause, the quiet mornings, the walks alone, the laughter that surprises you. This part of your life is still happening. You're still becoming someone. And the truth is, the past doesn't need to be forgotten, but it doesn't need to be worshipped either. You can carry its lessons. You can even miss it sometimes. But don't get so lost back there that you forget how to live right here. Because one day, years from now, you're going to look back on this moment, and you'll miss things you didn't even know mattered. You'll miss the way the sunlight came through your window in the morning, the way music sounded with your headphones in while walking nowhere. The people you talk to today without realizing it might be the last time. The you that exists right now, trying, struggling, becoming, you're going to miss them too. So before you go chasing what's already gone, give this version of you the same love and attention you give the past. Make this moment one worth remembering. Because it already is.